Hello everybody. Hope you can hear me. Baby, if you will, send me a message on here. See if any of my changes done anything. Let me turn this fan off. Hope everybody's had a good day. Is anybody on here? Not yet. Alright. Down here. Yep. Can you hear me? Okay. Now I've got it enabled now where I can get messages on my phone. Send me one through the Facebook Messenger, Crystal, and see if it comes through on my phone. Because I tried to enable that too. And see if it pops up on my phone. I'm hoping it does. Yep, I got it on my phone. It ain't on Facebook yet, but I got it that way. So hopefully that'll help cut down on the communication barrier just a little bit. Trying to improve some things. All right, comment on the actual video too, if you will, real quick. And then I'll leave you alone. And see if that works. No, that didn't show up on my phone. Okay, well, I'm working on it. Still yet. Okay, let's see here. All right, so okay. So anyway, I've been working on trying to improve the stream. I've changed the camera angle, changed some settings on the camera. It's supposed to be a little smoother, quicker response. Actually using my computer, my video card a little bit more, so should help it out in a lot of ways. I'm hoping. What do we want to open? Let's do one of them. Let's keep hunting for a kaboom. And let's do them. And maybe one of these. I hope everybody's had a good day. You can use Messenger. I did figure this out. You can use Messenger to message me, and I can actually see it on my phone while I'm opening. So that will actually allow me to answer your questions faster instead of having delay. I'm trying to figure out how to cut down on the delay of messages sent to me. And I just figured out it is on slow mode on my comment settings, but I can't change it while I'm streaming. I thought I took it off, but evidently I didn't. I didn't apply it. I did take it off, but I didn't hit apply like you always have to. But we'll go a little bit downtown hunting. Of course, as always, we'll look for a kaboom. I just think the world's against me when it comes to a kaboom. But anyway, let me open this thing up. But I am trying to figure out some ways to make this a little bit better, a little faster. But I hope everybody's had a good day. Hope everything has went your way. Alright, all this junk's on here. Skip. Alright. No. Declines. Next. And skip for now. Nope. All right. Let me get on here real fast and we'll get started. Sorry, I took 5-10 minutes. Just trying to make this a little bit better, a little bit faster. Boy, I wish I could take that off. That's one reason. That being on, it says it causes 10 to 15 second delay on messages, but we'll have to bear with it for now. Yeah, comment mode slow. All right, I took that off. All viewers. Alrighty. Maybe that helped. Alright. Away with you. Alright. Where is my dashboard? That's what I want, dashboard. Alright. Okay. All right. Like I said, I hope everybody had a good day. Sorry I couldn't stream Monday. I don't know what that thing's doing. Get off there. Okay. There we go. Now we're good again. All right. Sorry I couldn't stream Monday. Wound up my dad had to go to the hospital. Ended up having to stay a night. So I really wasn't able to stream that night. Then woke up Tuesday morning with 102 fever, and I guess that's what you get when you got two little boys that go to daycare. They bring everything home, and finally pretty much over it. Still got a little bit. Don't know exactly what it was. Thought it was COVID. Took a bunch of tests. I was all negative. It must have been viral. That's what all the doctors will tell you anyway. It's viral. It's viral. Nothing wrong with you. So that was that. My buddy Ben, he's been sick too. I guess it's that time of year too, cold weather, everybody stays sick. That's the way it bounces, that's life. But as the old saying goes, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. That must be the thing. Yeah, both of them are thick. Maybe they take pity and give me 2 patches in here. But like I said, still chasing the Kaboom. This one I won't take really a whole lot of time to go through with. We've seen these 100 times. Like I said, all I'm doing here is looking for a Kaboom. Really nothing else. Milroe, Caffrey, Gino. But, so, I wonder if everybody's watched enough football, seen enough football. Everybody likes how the playoffs came out. I noticed, who you think will win between let's see, who is it playing each other? I know the 49ers and the Seahawks. That'll be an interesting game. Seahawks beat them last time. Ooh, look at that. Nice autograph. Heck yeah. McMillan auto. Finally, this box delivered something for me. It's not numbered, but hey. Ted McMillan. Can't go wrong with that one. Probably one of the best autos you can hit out of here. I know Jackson Dart don't sign. He deserves a top loader. Nice hit for a change. But I think, I still don't know who I believe will win it all. I'm thinking if the 49ers could beat Philly, surely they could beat. Yeah, I know, Ben. That's about the nicest thing I've hit out of here. I've also noticed something in these too, Ben, is these are really dark. And I had 2 examples. I pulled a CJ Stroud. It's like it's black instead of, here's one. Don't know if you can see the difference, but notice how this is black and that's clear. I wonder if this is like a limited, like a, not really SSP, but like how it's a variation. Ted is man. Yeah, Jordan, he's not bad. Oh, Jordan, by the way, I will be going to get my kids next week. I will drop that Pokemon box off because I go pretty well. I go by pretty well your house. We'll drop that off since Danny won the drawing. Unless we see you before then. Just to let you know. There's Dart. Warren. See, here's another one. It's like a black Joe Mixon. Abdul Carter. Boy, that's a good rookie box. But heck yeah, I'm tickled with the Tet. Like I said, I think it's finally taking pity on me. They're like, hey, he's been looking for Kaboom so long, let's at least give him one nice autograph. Luther Burden III. Bijan. But they're not in every box. They're not in every pack either. You'll pull one out of every 2 or 3 packs. So I'm wondering what the deal with that is. Here's a thickie. That one feels thick too. Almost like it give me 2 in here. Like it give me a loaded box for a change. Beck, there's Hunter. Tyler Shook. I think he's going to work out. A lot of people are on the fence, but I think he's played well enough to know. See, there's Devontae. Look at the difference. Hey, that's a perfect example. They're back to back. Look at the difference in the color. It's almost black. But you're welcome. Yuns are on a hot streak winning the competitions. You won the NFL giveaway, and she won the... Yeah, they've given me another patch in here out of 1 box. They really do feel sorry for me. Yuns has been on a hot streak when it comes to the competitions, or the giveaways. Tez Johnson, wow. Josh Allen, the black logo or dark logo. Sam Darnold. So who do you think will win between 49ers and the Seahawks? I just have a feeling I think it'll be the 49ers. I don't know. They went in and beat Philly. I really don't know who will win, but I think I'm going to say the 49ers get the job done. And does Bills play the Patriots? No, it's the Texans play the Patriots. I think. And the Bills play the Broncos. And then you got the Rams at Chicago. If that's what I was getting ready to say. The Texans, to me, right now, are the most dangerous team in it, just because of their defense. I seen them play that game against Buffalo, and I'm thinking, dang, they got a pretty good elite defense when they play. But now to me, they have to have enough offense to do it. But that was my thinking. If the Bills beat Denver, I'm going to say the Bills for one reason. They've got the experience, and I think if it comes down to a one-score game and Allen's got the ball in his hand, they win. Now, if you take the ball out of Josh Allen's hand, it's a different story. But that's my thinking. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. Abdul Carter, Jordan Watkins, Burns, Zach Moss, Dirch, Thielen, Sutton, Jake Plummer, London, Mooney, Coleman, Rogers, McFadden, Tony Pollard. But that's my thinking. Texans D looked good against Pittsburgh. Don't get me wrong. I think Texans is a tough team, tougher than what people think. Chicago impressed me by coming back. Old Ben Johnson, he's got Caleb playing. Coker, he had a heck of a game. I ain't got no faith in the Rams right now. I don't know. I think they've cooled off. Hester, Mason Graham, Tyler Loop, Benford, Herbert, Walker, Antonio. There's a little insert. Jordan Love, Puka. I mean, the only thing the Rams has got is Puka to me. Kellen Winslow. Hang on one second. Yeah. Okay, it stops. Okay, good deal. Yeah, I mean, I think if the Bills are going to win a Super Bowl, this is their year to do it. A lot of the teams that's hindered them are not in the picture. I think the Pats are going to be good, but they hadn't played a lot of great teams to me. They had an easier schedule. So it's hard for me to put faith in the Pats. Jalen Noel, Jahi Barron, Tank Dell, Bryce Young, Kyron Williams, blah, 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 blah. Bunch of bass. That's what I hate about these blasters, all this bass. Yeah. Bills, it's just tough. I think out of the NFC, Chicago looks good. They got enough defense to hang in. Shador, Herbert. I seen where Harbaugh, not John, but Jim, fired all of his offensive coordinators. Which, to be honest with you, he probably should have. They had a good team. Michael Penix. And I seen where John Harbaugh is going to the Giants. They said they're finalizing the deal to sign John Harbaugh. I wonder where Tomlin winds up. Or does he go to the camera for a while and do commentating? Ramsey, Kamara, Hurst, Graham Mertz, Torrey Holton, Russo, Tyler Warren, white hot rookies. But I don't know. Who wins Offensive Rookie of the Year? Do they give it to Dart? Do they give it to Shutt? Do they give it to Tet? Tyler Warren? There's 4 good names there. Calvin Johnson. Q-Sean Judkins. Kevin Banks Jr. Gridiron Kings. Eric Dickerson. All right. That is done. Shoot, yeah, I got a Tet McMillan auto. I'm tickled with that. Still can't believe Tom. Yeah. Well, I know he's not had a losing season, but I'll be honest with you, I'm in the same place with Sean McDermott and the Bills. I love Sean McDermott. I think he's one of my favorite coaches when Carolina was good. To me, he was one of the best defensive coordinators. You know, he took that team and really elevated them defense-wise. But do you keep him? I mean, the Bills keep going to the playoffs and they keep getting knocked out. They're sort of like the Ravens in a way, to be honest with you. And the same with Tomlin. I mean, he's won. He's not really had a losing year, but do you think, you know, it's his time if they don't win it this year? They get rid of him. You hope that? Yeah, me too. Oh, did you have a good time at the Panthers game, even though they got murdered by Seattle? I've always wanted to go to one. I've never went. I've went to plenty of Braves. I went to a couple of hockey games. But I've never went to a Panthers game. I wanted to. Jim Kelly Green. Derek Harmon, Maxwell Hairston, Dak Prescott. Boy, Brian, you should be watching me pulling your favorite quarterback. America's team. But I was wondering how your time at the Panthers game was. Something red in there. Jamar Chase, Jordan Addison, Hey, don't go away from me. Bracial Tootin, Isaac Tesla Green, Riley Leonard, Jerry Judy, Tez Johnson. Boy, they can't cut one of these straight. Look at that bottom border. I wouldn't get a PSA 5. That aggravates me that they can't cut a card out right. For what they charge for ball cards now, you should get a minimum of PSA 9 or better. It was wild. The place was wild. I bet it was. I can only imagine. All right. Khalil Shaker, Chris Olave, Will Howard. I wonder if he'll get a chance with the Steelers. A lot of people are high on him. The Ohio State product. Alfred Collins Green, Ashton Jenney. Boy, I think he's a good running back. I just think he went to the wrong team. Michael Pittman, Xavier Worthy, Tyler Loop. Well, of course, the kicker, they cut out about the best I've seen so far. They couldn't cut out Shador or anything me and Ben's pulled right, but they cut the kicker out right. It's fun, win or lose, Bill, I bet. I'm sure it is. My buddy went to a Dallas. He's a big Dallas fan. My buddy Brian would really like my buddy. He went to a Cowboys game. His daddy-in-law took him. He was a big shrubbery guy and done business in Texas. Made a big sale, and they give him Cowboys tickets, so he gave them to my buddy. I went down there. He said, they went to the Washington Dallas game, so I'm sure it was a wild one. He said that Dallas kicked the field goal and pole dancers come up, all that. He said it was wild. He said his wife was beating the snot out of him. And Buka, Andrew Babuka, Dual Carter, McCaffrey, Lamar, or Marion Hampton. Look at that. Bottom border cut wrong, pink. Speaking of production, and the Texans, Nico Collins and C.J. Stroud, production line. Nick Chubb. Yeah, Big Ben 2.0. Yeah, he's a big old boy. Big Ben, to me, him and Cam Newton was similar, other than Newton obviously had more mobility, but size-wise, but Ben took care of himself a whole lot better than Newton did. But that's the one thing you can say about Cam. Cam gave 100%, whether it costed him his body or not, but I think that's a lot what done him in. Cam Ward, I could pull a nice pink Cam Ward cut halfway straight. Will Johnson or Shuck. Baker Mayfield. Blake Grupe. Derrick Henry. Terrence Ferguson. Good Lord, these guys cannot cut out the optic preview. Kendre Miller. Cooper Kupp. I hope Cooper Kupp has a good game. I've got a lot of cards unloaded to him. I was a big Cooper Kupp collector. I've got about a rainbow set of him. I've even got it down to the 1-of-1. I'm only missing like 2, but I've held on to cards too long. Speaking of which, I'm going to start selling some stuff and getting rid of it because I've got too much, way too much. Tony Richardson, Hines Ward, Josh Simmons, Quinn Ewers on the napkin there. We'll put him with the rest of them there. Best of C.J. Stroud, Martin Mapu, Scary Terry, Brayshawn Tootin. Oh, got another one. Carson Schlesinger. Oh, come on. No, I didn't see it. So he was pounding the drum. Did he bust it? I know most of them try to bust it. Right, last box. Do this Phoenix. Maybe we can pull a nice color blast. For me to pull a Tet McMillan Auto, I've got to be doing pretty good. Ben, are you feeling any better? All right, Mason Taylor, Isaac Tesla, Kyler Murray. Boy, he really didn't have a good year. Lamar, they say, is the reason John Harbaugh's gone. Jay Novacek, Vinny Testaverde, Cameron Bynum. He tried his best. I figured that's what they try to do. I know Thomas Davis, I think he busted it one time. Tyleik Williams, Benjamin Morrison, Travis Kelce, oh Lovebird, that shouldn't be Thunderbird, that should be Lovebird, Travis Swift, Bryce Young, Braden Fisk, Ray McLeod, Tajay Spears. Yeah. Cam's personality rubs a lot of people wrong, though. I will say this. Do you think Bryce has earned an extension on his contract? Do you think they'll give him they'll do where they give him the extra year? Or do you think they'll let him go? Jack Beck, Marvin Harrison Jr., Paragon. Do you think Bryce has done enough to come back? Or to, stay with Carolina? I figure they'll give him one more year. Do you think he's the answer? Josh Allen. T. Law, all-time sack leader now, or season leader. Myles Garrett and Jason Myers. I'll be honest with you, I'm on the fence with Bryce. He's got potential. I don't know. I don't know if he's the answer. Gunnar Helm, Tyreek Hill, Thunderbird. He's a broke bird where he broke his leg or whatever towards ACL. Zach Charbonnet, Keenan McCardell, I remember him. He was a great one. Oh, Big Ben. Oh, Muhammad, I liked him. Michael Penix Jr. Khalil Mullins, Michael Williams, Matthew Golden. He had a good play for Green Bay. They say he's going to be good. Kalen Bullock, Ladd McConkey, Keon Coleman, Bo Nix. Yeah. Do you think he's the answer? Do you think he's the guy? Because I'm not 100% sure. I just, I just don't know. Will Johnson. Dalton Kincaid. That's a teal. 80 out of 225. Boy, he is the chief destroyer. He destroyed them. That's one reason Bills beat the Chiefs that game. Son, he was all over him. He could not stop him. He was Travis Kelce that game. I like old Kincaid. Bijan. Jim Zorn. Patrick Surtain. Scary Terry. Javon Kirst. Well, I can't complain too bad. We did hit a nice Tet McMillan auto. And got two cards. Like I said, they must feel sorry for me because Lord knows I've tried to hit a kaboom, can't do it. Yeah, I ain't neither. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jordan, I'm an Alabama guy. If you could see all the Alabama players that I have, TJ Yeldon, Julio Jones, I've always sort of been a Alabama follower. I mean, I've always liked most of their players. I mean, I've got Yeldon, I've got Julio, and I mean, I've got tons of TJ Yeldon. Seems like to me Alabama produces two things, wide receivers and running backs. But, yeah, he will, for sure. But, I don't know, maybe it is his height, maybe it's the system. I mean, he shows flashes he could be the guy, but he comes out so flat the next game, it's hard to believe in him. I mean, when you throw for 180 yards one game, then you turn around and break the all-season record for 400 and some yards, I mean, that shows you've got it, but he just can't do it on a consistent basis. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm a Panthers fan, don't get me wrong. I'm a Washington Redskins fan, probably number one, because I pulled for them before we ever had Carolina. I mean, I followed them all the way back till they had Doug Williams and when they won with Mark Ripken, even when they had old Congressman Heath Shuler as their quarterback, or senator or whatever he was. But, I mean, I followed them when they had RG3. And to me, RG3 would have been a great quarterback if they could have protected him, but that one, when he got killed that game, he never was right after that. That's what's weird with quarterbacks. Right injury, it's like they're gone. They're not in it no more. But I don't know. It's hard to say. I'd like to see the Panthers be relevant again. Their defense, to me, is coming along. They're getting pieces. Offensively, they just not took off like I thought they would. I mean, they've got a good receiving core, I think. Legette's good. I think Tet's going to be great. At Coker, he played a heck of a game against the Rams. They're just, to me, they've not got that solid tight end yet. And their offensive line is good, but it's not great. It's probably average. It's just, I don't know. He's just so inconsistent on what he does. So, I don't know. I'm not sold on him. But maybe he can turn it around. If he would be at least stable, like Shuck, he would throw for a couple of TDs. He'd have a pick every now and again. But for a rookie, when he started, he played great. I'm a believer in Shuck. Like I said, he looks like Drew Brees back there. Yeah, RG3 was a good quarterback till he got hurt. And it's like he disappeared. That's what I'm scared is going to happen to, what's his name with him right now? Why does my mind always go blank when I think of a quarterback? When I think of somebody, when I have their name on the tip of my Jayden Daniels. I hope that don't happen to him because that boy is probably better than RG3 as far as how he started out. I'll tell you who I've sort of been disappointed with is probably Penix. I thought, I watched him in the national championship game. I thought he was going to be great. But he hadn't trended that way. He's had some good games, but of course Atlanta ain't really got a whole lot. I guess that's why they fired everybody, but Michael Evans. He might. I don't know. I know they're saying top pick will be that Indiana quarterback, and I can't remember, is it the Oregon guy that's going to be the number 2 pick, they say? Yeah. Typically, rookies, after their second year, they have a lull. I don't know what it is, but they have a downturn. I don't know if defenses take them more seriously and study them a little bit more to see what they do well and try to take that away. But it seems like they tend to have a down second year. But I'll be honest with you, I will say this for Bryce. When they bitched him for Dalton, I thought he was done then. And then he come back and had a couple great games. So Bryce has been a difficult one to figure out to me. Is he worth? I know a lot of people that invest heavily in Bryce Young. Is he a good investment or a bad investment? Right now, I couldn't tell you either way. I mean, if he's going to be good, right now is a good time to invest in him because his cards are still mediocre. I mean, they've went up a little bit because he got in the playoffs, but I don't know. I'd say Drake May and Bo Nix are the hottest 2 right now. Everybody's on the Drake May train. So if you got rookies of him, I'd either hold or sell. If you're going to sell now. Because right now it's time to sell because he won't get no higher unless he wins the Super Bowl. But as soon as they lose, he'll drop a little bit. And if he can have another good year, I'll take this for example. I had plenty of Patrick Mahomes rookies. And I sold several after he won his first Super Bowl for $1,000. If I'd have waited till he won his third, I'd have sold him for about $4,000 or $5,000. But I mean, that's the risk you take. Can they do it again? You know, if Drake May keeps going to play sort of like Josh Allen, yeah, he'll hold value, but he'll never reach that higher number until they win a Super Bowl. It's just the way it is. But I appreciate everybody that watches. I've gained another follower. Keep liking and sharing, spreading me and Ben around. I would love, like I said, to get my local community behind me, Mitchell County and adjacent counties like Avery County. I've got Brian, he's in Tennessee, you know, but pretty much everybody's within an hour. I know there's plenty of people that collect around here. I'd love to do a break. Like I said, I've got 2 up on Facebook. I figure Facebook would be easier than going to the website. It's easier just to follow and say, hey, I want a spot. And then you can pay for it, and then I'll hold your spot, and then when we get it full, we'll break it. And from my standpoint, I probably need to put in some more effort. I feel like, you know, a lot of it's hard. I've got 4 kids. It's hard to do everything that I need to do. But I need to give more effort. I'm going to try to get us out there more. I'm going to try to share more and try to get ourselves out there a little bit more if we can. I know I could do better in that realm for sure. But like I said, I will be selling some cards. Now, like I said, I've got some high prices. I've got some, you know, be $1 or $2. Probably do even better if you buy more. But if you want anything, if there's anybody you're looking for and I have that you're interested in, let me know. If you're a follower, I'll try to make you a good deal on it. So just let me know. But like I said, keep liking, keep sharing, trying to get us out there. I know it's going to take time. It's going to take effort to reach. Yeah, he definitely would be. If he played like he did at Alabama, yeah, for sure. That's what's so weird. How can they play so well in a national championship game and come to the NFL and just look like a ghost or a shell of their former self? But to me this year, I will say this about the playoffs. I don't really see a favorite team to win it all right now. I don't know who's played well enough to win it all. I mean, Chicago had to come back, from 21 down to win theirs. So, I don't know. Oh, by the way, if you're interested, you can buy a box of Donruss. There is Ken Griffey Jr. rookies in there. Ben opened one off camera. He wanted to buy one. And he opened one, and we did pull a Ken Griffey and a Smokes rookie. So they're in there. The problem with them older boxes and cases you can get, which that one's not because it's proven now, but you can, back then, like for baseball, they had A, B, C, D sheets, and they cut the sheets out. Reason why I know this, my uncle has 84 football. There's 2 sheets in it, and it has the whole set. It's got Dan Marino's rookie and John Elway's rookie. It's never been cut. Both of them are still in there. It's a whole roll. And that's how they done it back then. They'd put so many players on a sheet, and they'd label that sheet A, and then they'd go to the next and put the rest in sheet B. They have been times when you got cases that only had A and B sheets in them. And they're not supposed to be like that, but it happens. It's rare. And I was sort of getting worried that's the way mine was. But we did pull a Ken Griffey, so I know they are Ken Griffey rookies. Yeah, that's true too. I think if I pull for you, you're just already in bad trouble. That seems to be my thing. Team I really wanted Buffalo. I thought last year was Buffalo's year to win it. And of course they fell short. The year I wanted the Bengals to win it, they fell short. Just because Burrow. I think Burrow plays one more year there, and if they don't do nothing, I think he has to get out. And if he goes, I figure Jamar Chase won't be far behind him. So, that's what I think. I may be wrong. But Burrow, if he stays healthy, you always got a chance to win. Like I said, I appreciate y'all watching, liking and sharing. Keep doing the same. Eventually we'll get big enough and we won't be able to put brakes up fast enough for people to buy in. But like I said, I appreciate you people talking to me on here. Especially when I'm by myself. I ain't got Ben to talk to me. It helps to move the night along. So, but anyway, guys, I appreciate it. We are looking at other avenues. If we can't do nothing on Facebook, we might move to Whatnot. And I can sell individual cards and sell boxes and open them. And I mean, we're not above. If you want to buy a box, all we ask is let us open it and we'll sleeve and make sure you get everything. But, you want to take a chance on buying a box, we'll let you pick your box. We're not above doing that. We'd rather do a big break and give everybody a shot at something. So, but anyway, like I said, I appreciate you watching. I will see you probably next Monday. Ben should be back by then. Hopefully he'll be better. He may already be better. I asked him, but he's already got off of here. He's probably in the bed. He goes to bed before the sun goes down. But he'll be on here again. I hate missing days, but when you got family in the hospital, it's hard to shut them off, especially when it's your dad. So I'm sure everybody understands that. But like I said, we'll see you next Monday. Hope you all have a good weekend. And like I said, keep liking and sharing, getting this out there. And we'll see you next time.